Okay guys, so here I want to take you through the entire interactive experience of Black Ops 2 pre-order today. Dude, I feel like I should cancel my pre-order now for Halo, but I can get some money by then. So here it is. Yes, Chapter 1, start. I will go back and go through all these other chapters too with you guys. Okay, let's start it. I watched a little bit and my mic wasn't working very good, so this is why I'm rewatching it. Old. That looks ugly.
Surprises me. Technology gets stronger.
Okay, so that thing right there in the back, when the helicopter, I paused it and I was looking for it when it wasn't working. But it was a, a helicopter, and they had it in the older version of it, and I can't find it anymore. Basically, the guy was driving around, and he like recreated the entire thing. Like it looked exactly like that. But the thing was at the end he blew it up, so now you can't buy it. But it looked pretty cool. I can't go back. Futuristic. If there's not zombies in it, I'm gonna be really mad.
Robots. Unmanned armies. And no one ever asks. What happens when the enemy steals the keys?
Oh shoot.
The things they built to keep us safe.
Dude, okay. This is starting to look like Battlefield. I may not want to get it. Not that I have nothing against Battlefield, I just don't really like it that much. It's much Call of Duty.
That's when they figured it out. They'll always need men like us. Those who are willing to do what others cannot.
Dude, what the heck were they just riding a horse? What the fudge? It was a hard hat, Modern Warfare 3. What? Yes.
This product not yet rated.
Dude, everyone got it right, too. Black Ops 2, Black Ops 2. No, it's not Iron Wolf, it's gonna be Black Ops 2.
You wanna know what the war of the future is going to look like? I don't think the average American grasps how violent war is about to become.
The next few years are going to see a wide array of technology that allows you to blow things up, to kill, in a way we've never seen before in history. A lot of these will sound like things out of science fiction.
Heat ray.
Things like directed energy is basically lasers made real.
What?
Exoskeletons, camouflage thought of in an entirely new way. They're getting smarter. The weapon itself is becoming more independent. What happens next?
There's going to come a time when this technology is going to catch up with us. I have a nightmare scenario that a hacker breaks into our system that controls satellites, UAVs, even the launch of missiles. Consider what it would be like to have friendly fire from U.S. weapons overhead.
The disconnect between how fast the technology is coming and our reaction time, the distance between those two is growing. Some of the most advanced technologies are not just going to be in the hands of the big boys.
Whoa.
What if terrorists could get their hands on this?
There is no longer a defined battle space. The enemy could be anywhere, and it could
What
be
the-
anyone.
What was that guy doing?
The enemy could be anywhere, and it could be
Okay,
anyone.
these guys are here, they're gonna show it right there. That. I watched it a few days ago. I don't know who they are, but
I
they're
worry
a group of
about the guy
people that
who wants to
basically
hijack
make
the plane.
videos so people don't know who they
I worry
are.
about the guy who wants to hijack all the planes.
The future future is not as far off as most people think. We're not ready for it.
Black Ops 2. Okay, guys, 1 second. I gotta go get my charger. We can watch more of this. Okay, so I'm really excited for this. Let's go back. Let's go to chapter 1. Chapter 1.
The airplanes. No one thinks they're possible. In fact, in 1903, the New York Times said it would take from 1 to 10 million years to build the first working flying machine. They said that's the same exact year that the Wright brothers start to build the first working flying machine. Moore's Law, the idea that our technology is getting more and more advanced year after year after year, that's definitely happening. Now, the interesting thing is what happens next. If the pace of technologic change stays the same within 25
Futuristic
years,
zombies.
our technologies, our computers, our
Oh my
robots
gosh.
will be
That's kind of what they're going to be doing now. Now that I think about it. Futuristic
The
Nazi
technology
zombies.
today is such that the most sophisticated
Oh my
weapons and
God,
equipment
that's
ever
gonna be
defined by
epic.
the hand and mind of man are used by special operators, those who commit themselves to the life of black operations. The pairing of a special operator with
Did he just say black operations? That's not racist, but that's the name.
operator with remarkable technology that allows them to see the pairing of a special operator with remarkable technology that allows
Stupid. What the? Okay. Fast forward.
robots.
technology today is such that the most sophisticated weapons and equipment ever defined by the hand and mind of man are used by special operators, those who commit themselves to the life of black operations.
Black operations.
The pairing of a special operator with remarkable technology that allows them to see from overhead, to see at night what's out in front of them, to detonate something on top of an enemy is extraordinary. It's what makes our black operators so remarkably lethal on the battlefield.
When you're able to see around corners, see through walls, and move cameras into positions that you wouldn't be able to move without putting yourself at risk, that's going to create even more of an advantage.
With these technologies, with robotics in particular, the next generation are going to be even more advanced and used in even greater numbers. Probably the best illustration I can give of how fast technology has gone and how much it's changing what's possible in war or not. One of those little greeting cards that you open up and plays a song has more computing power than the entire U.S. Army had when the Vietnam War started. That's technology's impact on war.
Okay, I don't need to watch the trailer again.
There's this pattern in history where there's technologies that are in the realm of science fiction, and then they become real, and then they're used in war. The drone was just a flying pair of binoculars, and then they see the bad guy, and they want to do something about it. And then they specially design robotics to be armed. They can carry 3,000 pounds of bombs and missiles. Our invasion force went into Iraq with 0 of these unmanned aerial systems, or drones as they're sometimes called. The U.S. military right now has more than 7,000 of these systems.
They're comforting when you hear the hum of the drones above. And especially when you're in a real bad neighborhood in the middle of Baghdad and you can't see them, it's in the middle of the night, but you can hear them.
Today, with an unmanned aerial vehicle, you can fire a Hellfire missile 3 feet from a friendly and have no friendly casualties and take out the enemy on the other side of a wall. You couldn't do that 15 years ago.
A lot of this will sound like things out of science fiction. Some we've even gotten ideas for them out of science fiction. Lasers made real. Exoskeletons. Camouflage thought of in an entirely new way. The full range of unmanned systems or robotics that's being used in war. And it's almost like going to the zoo and saying, what animals are they? Now we're seeing them taking their ideas from nature. The future is not as far off as most people think.
Third one. The oops moment.
We all have software glitches. They happen all the time. Last year, one computer in Atlanta shut down the entire U.S. airspace. Over 600 passenger jets all had to land immediately because of one software glitch. Some of these examples of what people in the robotics industry call oops moments. This comes from a vice president at a robotics company that makes things for the U.S. military. And he said, when things don't work out with your robot, it's just an oops moment. About 2 years ago in South Africa, there was a military training exercise, and an automated anti-aircraft cannon was supposed to fire upwards into the sky. And instead, because of what an investigative report called a software glitch, it leveled and it started firing in a circle. It killed 9 soldiers before it ran out of ammunition. What do we do in response to these oops moments that actually kill people? Now apply that over to war, and we get some really disturbing things that have already happened, and of course, really worrisome scenarios in the future.
Black Ops 2. Black Ops 2.
Something we've invested in heavily are these drones, and the drones are a little more than airframes and programming, but the programming is something we have to protect, something that we have to make sure that no one gains access to or hacks into.
There have been unmanned aerial vehicles that have been lost. They've been perhaps commandeered by a hostile power. I have a nightmare scenario that a hacker breaks into our system, takes control of an unmanned aerial vehicle, and delivers that ordnance that's aboard it, protecting American troops, and instead fires them at those troops.
We may have the best technology, but someday down the road, your enemy's going to use it against you. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
There's no such thing as a good or a bad technology. Robotics is the same. It's essentially a computer that can get up and walk or get up and fly. It's the users and their intent that determines whether its impact is good or bad.
You know, if there are guys out there who are smart enough to hack into banks and people's personal information, then certainly, eventually, there's going to be someone who's smart enough to hack into our aircraft. If you can hack a bank, you can hack a drone.
Yep.
You know, there's going to come a time when our technology is going to catch up with us. I don't worry about a guy that wants to hijack a plane. I worry about the guy who wants to hijack all the planes.
Black Ops 2. The Black Ops. This is the last one, then we'll rewatch the video really quickly, if there's any time.
There are those who are saying that in the future you won't need soldiers. It can all be fought by robots. I would beg to differ. You want to know what the war of the future looks like? Just look around. The future is with Black Ops.
Black Ops are so imperative these days because you can use methods that aren't visible. We have the best equipment and we have the best capabilities to be able to deploy anywhere in the world within 24 hours. You combine that with the technology of the future and we're unstoppable at this point.
The reality of life as we know it on this planet today is the enemy could be anywhere and it could be anyone.
Our teams are capable of operating with nothing. But right now, I've got a robot flying above me, laser-guided weapons, guys on radios that can talk back to the United States, and I've got so much technology down there that it is like being in a futuristic movie.
Our special operators have a message for those who would bring harm to us. That message is, you can run, but you'll only die tired.
Okay, let's watch the trailer one more time if there's enough time.
Aside from the fact that I'm still alive.
It just looks way too futuristic for Black Ops.
But others cannot.
Riding on a horse. Hard hat. Massive gun. Future is black. Not white, it's black. Call of Duty Black Ops 2. Bye guys.